I rather use this device. I just don't feel as safe using it since it's not as precise. I'm just plugging it into my computer. It's honestly more convenient for me. I would say go for the cheaper one. Everyone, in today's video, we're gonna be talking about differences between these two devices. And here, this is the PLAXAR device, and this is the FIBROBLAST plasma pen. And as you can see, I have two. I've used two on my own skin, and we're gonna be talking about it, which one is the right device for you. So the biggest difference between these two devices, they are produced by the same company, Snow Skin. This device, the PLAXAR, is much more expensive. This one costs around $300, while this one is below $100. So the price difference is pretty significant. This device is pretty much 3 times more expensive than this one. Both devices are used for plasma pen treatments, and as you can see, this PLAXAR device has a very ergonomical shape. Here is the action button, so you just hold this device like this and you just press it. While this device is more like a pen, you hold it more like this, so less ergonomic, but it is slightly lighter. So yeah, something to think about. So the PLAXAR device emits direct plasma arc, while the FIBROBLAST plasma pen emits electrical arc. And with this device, it says that this is supposed to be a lot more precise when you are using this on your skin or someone else's skin. When it comes to the PLAXAR, this direct plasma arc plays a huge role in reducing scarring and hyperpigmentation risks. The other thing is that PLAXAR requires longer needles, and that helps again with the precision, with just being more accurate when you use this on the skin. PLAXAR has only 2 options when it comes to power, the low and the high, while this device has technically 10 different power options. I usually use it on at least 5 or 6. When it comes to battery life, I would say they both last as long. I only charge this once and it lasts for a whole session plus some. So both battery life, I would say it's great, so nothing to complain about. So let's talk about this first, and then I'm gonna go back to the PLAXAR. This device, the FIBROBLAST plasma pen, it's very affordable and it's very light, it's very comfortable to use. I don't really get tired using it, so I can really tackle a lot of skin growth just in one treatment, so I love that. Definitely when I was using this device, even though it is very ergonomical, when I was doing the treatments on myself, especially like under my armpits, it wasn't that comfortable. It's definitely more comfortable if you are doing this on someone else, so you're just holding it like that and you have better support. But because it is larger and it is heavier, there was definitely a lot more fatigue when I was working on my own body. So something to keep in mind. Definitely this was just a lot more comfortable for removing skin tags when I was using it by myself, on myself. It is advisable to use this on the level 4 for optimal results. The level 1, 2, or 3 are just like very light. So even though like you get a lot of power levels, you're not gonna be using them all. You're probably gonna settle on a higher power level. So when it comes to cons, like I said before, this device is not as precise as this one. So when it comes to fibroblasting your skin, like for example on your face, you want to be really precise. You don't want to use this device and emit that electrical arc somewhere where you're not planning. So like I'm not planning to use this device on my face. I will definitely be using this device, which unfortunately it is more expensive, but it is a lot more precise, and in the areas that I like really care, I definitely prefer to use something more precise. So basically this device is great when I was like using it on my body, like under my armpits, on my chest. I didn't really care that much about precision because I just let my skin regenerate after 7 days. After it was healed, like I was okay. Like I was basically hiding my skin for that healing time, you know, for that period of time when my skin was healing. When it comes to your face, you can't really hide it, you know, as well as you would hide, like, you know, your armpits, you know. So something to think about. Definitely when I was using this device, it was a lot harder to basically point it and be as precise as with this device. Like when I was using this, like I basically got the spot on my skin that I wanted to get. And sometimes with this, it wasn't as easy. So again, this device, a lot more precise, emits a direct plasma arc versus just electrical arc. It has a very comfortable to hold shape. As you can see, it's just very ergonomical, so it's also easier for you to be more precise when you're using it. So not only the device is more precise, but also the shape of it helps you be more precise. But again, it is more expensive, it is bulkier, it is heavier. So there are some cons. None of these devices are perfect, but whenever I remove skin growths on my body, I go for this device. If I want to remove something on my skin, only this. Basically, in the areas where I really want to be precise, I'd rather use this device and know that I'm emitting the plasma arc on the part of my skin that I want to use this. So that's what it really comes down to. That's why I have two, because when I'm using it on my body and I have a lot of skin growths that I'm, you know, treating, definitely this works better because it's so much lighter, it's so much smaller, so it's not as fatiguing versus when I'm working on my face. I'm not gonna be, you know, using this because it's not as precise. This is a lot better, so I just feel safer using it. So basically, it really depends on your needs. If you're planning to use the device only on the body, not on your face, I would say go for the cheaper one. It's not as precise, but it does work and it's very light. It lasts a long time. I got this one 2 years ago now. Oh my god, it's been a long time, and both of these devices still work great. So considering that this was like less than $100 and it still works amazingly well, I'm very happy with it. The battery life is great. It's amazing when it comes to working on the skin, on your body. But on the face, I just don't feel as safe using it since it's not as precise. Oh, one more thing I would forget to mention. So the box that the PLAXAR comes in is much bulkier, like it's much bigger too. So I always keep all the boxes of all the devices that I get because like I like to keep everything organized, but just keep in mind like it takes quite a bit of space in my closet. And the other thing is that it is chargeable with a regular plug, like you plug it into the outlet. They also give you, I think this is Australian plug? You know, what is this one? I don't know, they gave me this one, but it comes with a US plug, so that's what I'm using to charge it. But yeah, this is what the charger looks like. You probably have something similar at home to charge maybe some of the other devices, but I like to keep the original charger just because sometimes, you know, it is a different power output, and like if you put too much power, you may break your device. So that's why I always charge it with the OEM charger that device comes with. When it comes to charging the FIBROBLAST plasma pen, it just comes with a little USB cable, as you can see here. So I'm just plugging it into my computer. I literally have, you know, my computer, like that's what I charge it with. So it's honestly more convenient for me. I prefer to charge it, you know, with a USB cable. So that's it for this video. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. And I'm gonna link both of these devices down below in the description. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon in the next one. Bye bye.